Hello, this is Pastor Carol Anthony from Philadelphia Baptist Church in Marshville, North Carolina. Well, as much as I hate this social distancing and this staying cooped up in the office or in our homes, it has had one very good unintended consequence. It has allowed me to catch up on some of my reading. So I thought during our brief time together today, I would share with you some of the books that I'm reading. Now I must tell you up front that I don't read like most normal people. Most folks will take a book and they'll start at page one and read all the way through. And when they finish, they'll pick up a second book. I find the way my mind works, it helps me to have three or four or maybe five books going at the same time. And I read a chapter or two in each one of them every day. So I wanted to share with you today four of the books that I'm reading right now. The first one is this one. It's called The Bible by Jesus. It's written by Elmer Towns. It is a paraphrase of the Bible, meaning that it's not a verse-by-verse translation, but rather they try to capture the thoughts. And it's written as if God were writing the Bible in first person. For example, in Psalm 23, instead of saying, "The Lord is my shepherd," it reads this way, "I am your shepherd." And it's very interesting. I've started in Genesis and I'm just making my way through, and I'm really enjoying those Old Testament stories again. The second book that I'm reading is this one by Leonard called Rings of Fire. Leonard Sweet is a great thinker. He's a Christian thinker of our generation. And Leonard is very good. He's very perceptive at looking at trends, how things are happening now and where we're going, how the world will look in 10 years or 20 years, and trying to help us as pastors know how to minister best in a changing culture. I highly recommend it. It's a difficult read, but I highly recommend it. The third book that I'm reading is this one by Bob Buford, entitled Finishing Well. If I live to be 80, I have just entered the fourth quarter of my life. At least I'm well past halftime. During a football game, at halftime, the teams go in and they look back over the first half and they talk about the mistakes they've made and they make adjustments so that the second half of the game will be more successful. This book encourages us not to live so much a life of success in the second half, but a life of significance. Again, I highly recommend the book. The fourth book that I'm reading is this one by Jeremiah Johnson called Unimaginable. It's trying to help us try to understand what the world would be like if there were no Christianity. What a horrible, what a sad thought, but how would it impact our culture? And it's given me a fresh perspective on how important it is that we promote the gospel of Jesus Christ, not only for ourselves and our friends and our neighbors, but for our whole world. Well, I hope this has been helpful to you. I hope you're spending some of your time, this extra time, not just watching TV, but find yourself a good book, at least one, and spend some time reading. God bless you today. I hope you have a great day in the Lord.